We moved into this house December 2016. Things were normal at first, but I'm always afraid of houses. More so at night, though. When we first moved in, my husband worked night shifts, so that meant I was home alone at night more often than I ever wanted to be. My daughter was with me, though, but her being an infant meant she was asleep once it got dark. Honestly, I was never scared of this house until I noticed the scary grudge crawl space in my hallway closet. Once I noticed this small square hole in the ceiling that led to what I assumed is an attic, strange things began to happen around the house. I noticed more creaks and pops. The one that really got me was the knocking, which of course would come from the hallway. Not cool. I told my husband about it and he dismissed my crazy paranoia and told me it's just an old house. One day on his night off, we were sitting in our room and the knocking started. So of course I gave him the "I'm not fucking crazy now, am I?" look, and he got up to check it out. Turns out I was just crazy, and when our furnace would kick on, it would suction the hallway door through the crawl space and cause the door to slightly bang, causing the knocking sound. We fixed it, but sometimes I still hear the knocking. Here's where things get really scary, though. As my daughter has gotten older, she babbles more and say words of mixed jumble. We have a camera set up in her room that came with our nifty baby monitor. That way I can see her. She sleeps best when I play pink noise for her, so it's constantly going on through the night. But lately my daughter will wake up and fuss. Then just stop, stare blankly, and say, "Hey." I shrugged it off until I heard someone humming. Thinking maybe I was crazy, I turned off the TV and any other thing that could be making noise and listened carefully. That's the humming. I'm not sure how else to really mimic it, but I think you get the idea. It sounds like a woman, and it usually makes my daughter fall back asleep. I told my husband, and once again he called me crazy and paranoid. Until we had guests over late one night. We were all in the living room talking, laughing, and enjoying the weekend. I had my daughter's baby monitor next to me, and suddenly it kicked on and lit up. So I turned my attention to the monitor and watched. My daughter starts to squirm and fuss. Then it starts. I yelled at everyone laughing and talking and told them all to be quiet. The room dropped silent and everyone looked at me like I was insane. Asking if I was okay, my husband leaned to look at the baby monitor. I looked at him. "Do you hear it? Tell me you hear it." He pressed his ear against the monitor and I watched his eyes grow wide, drop the monitor and run to her room. I followed. Of course no one was in there, but when we came back, everyone had a scared look on their face. Apparently, when my husband dropped the monitor, everyone else got curious, and they also heard the humming coming from my daughter's room. I still hear the humming every now and then. There isn't much I can do. Besides something humming to my daughter, nothing else strange has really happened in the house lately.